My name is Katie. I'm a college student, a service dog handler, and concerned about the environment. Every day we encounter plastic, often without a second thought. It's in our homes, our workplaces, and even our bodies. It's a material that's omnipresent, and for many of us, it's nearly invisible, until we try to live without it. For the next month, I'm taking on a challenge, living entirely without plastic. No plastic bags, no bottles, nothing. Plastic is everywhere, and removing it means rethinking everything, from the clothes I wear to how I clean and even how I feed myself. Why put myself through this? Because plastic pollution is one of the most pressing issues of our time. Humanity produces over 430 million tons of plastic per year, and microplastics are believed to be inside every human body. By living without it, I hope to uncover how deeply it's woven into our daily existence, and more importantly, to explore viable alternatives. So what even is plastic? Merriam-Webster defines it as a plastic substance, specifically any of numerous organic, synthetic, or processed materials that are mostly thermoplastic or thermosetting polymers of high molecular weight that can be made into objects, films, or filaments. That doesn't really answer the question though, what counts as plastic? By definition, stone, metal, and clay are all plastics, but those aren't what people mean when they talk about plastic pollution. So what do they mean? And what's the big deal with plastic pollution anyway? Plastic is a category of synthetic substances, including polyethylene, polystyrene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, and polyurethane. Okay, cool, so why is plastic pollution such a big deal then? I mean, you never hear anyone complaining about paper pollution. That's because plastic doesn't decompose. It's estimated that a plastic bottle will take over 500 years to completely return to the ecosystem. Compare that to the 2 weeks it takes a comparable amount of paper. But wait, I hear you saying, I left some plastic outside and it eventually weathered away until there was nothing left. But no, my friend. It might have disappeared, but that doesn't mean it decomposed. It became something known as microplastics, tiny fragments of plastic less than 5 millimeters long. These tiny shards are everywhere, in the soil, in the water, and in an estimated 100% of human bodies, where they wreak havoc on your metabolism, reproductive health, and even your cells themselves. Now we have to set the rules, because going entirely without plastic is next to impossible in the modern world. 1. Things that are not mine to change, like the light switch in my apartment that belongs to the university, will stay put. 2. Changes that could cause harm or damage are a no-go. 3. I am a college student on a college student budget. 4. I am making a documentary. My camera is plastic, my microphone is plastic, and the computer I'm using to edit is plastic. I need to make a few allowances in order to make the final product. And I'm disabled, so anything plastic that I need that the average person wouldn't use or need is allowed to stay. And 5, I'm almost certainly going to miss something. A paper cup might have a plastic lining, or a piece of wood might have a plastic finish. I'm doing my best, and that's all I can do. I wear a lot of cotton and wool anyway. I don't have that much like acrylic or nylon or anything, so I think I'll be mostly good. Plastic. Hair ties, no spandex. Mostly cotton, it's just a little bit polyester, so. Bye, see you next month. Cleaning things isn't that different, and I think I expected it to be way different because laundry accounts for so much plastic in the ocean. There's enough plastic in the ocean every year from laundry to make 3 billion shirts. So I expected it to be way different, but honestly, it's not. And I think the biggest reason is that bar soap didn't go out of style the same way that like wool clothes went out of style. I can use bar soap for me. I can use bar soap for my dishes. I made laundry soap out of bar soap. They're separate things, but they don't need to be separate things. It's all soap. Alright, since the toothpaste drying thing didn't really work out, my grandma suggested just brushing my teeth with baking soda. So I'm gonna try. Put some water in it. It's making it into a paste. Get my toothbrush. Put it in the toothpaste. We'll see how terrible this is. Oh, it's like brushing your teeth with seawater. It's fall break, so all of the on-campus food is closed, and it is also almost at the end of the month. So I am running out of food, so we're gonna go grocery shopping and see what Giant has that I can buy, use, and eat. Healthy drinks, all in plastic. And then there's things like this that look like they should be safe, except they're wrapped in plastic. Why is it wrapped in plastic? Apples I can do, except for the plastic sticker. Paper bag of chips. Plastic window. Oddly enough, as far as I can tell, Pop-Tarts have a cardboard box and a foil pack, and no plastic. Goldfish, paper bag, foil interior, and a plastic sticker. Cereal, cardboard box, plastic bag. These actually have like paper bags inside, so I think they might be safe. You can do butter or margarine. Paper carton that not only has a plastic lid, is actually lined with plastic. They don't tell you that though, so the paper doesn't leak milk. Cardboard box, plastic window, glass jar, metal lid, plastic label, paper bag, plastic film. Yay, canned soup. And they all have plastic labels. All the meat is wrapped in plastic. These are all obviously out, but so is every bread product. Some of the jelly is okay, actually. These have paper labels, so these are okay. Those don't, so they're not. And the peanut butter is banished to plastic jars. Surely I can at least get a greeting card. Printed with plastic, printed with plastic, printed with plastic. Okay, maybe not. Alright, the bakery. I can get my own muffin and it'll be fine. As much as I love microwave dinners, they are all wrapped in plastic inside the cardboard. Got my dinner. Alright, my dinner is oatmeal and homemade bread with strawberry jelly and butter. This is not a healthy meal. This is grains and fruit adjacent, and grains and fruit adjacent and dairy. There is no protein. There is very little fat. It is all carbs. Okay, so final thoughts. Is this a fun experiment? No, this was miserable, actually. Is it a possible thing to do? Also, no, it turns out. Turns out plastic is way too ubiquitous and we can't just ditch it. Is it something people should try? Maybe. My shoes held up better than I thought they would, but also they were painful by the end because they got really thin. I was able to feed myself, but that's only because I had access to the dining hall, and I don't know that I would have been able to otherwise, and it has completely wiped me out of meal swipes, so it is expensive. Maybe if I was independent living on my own, then I would have been able to cook more at home, or maybe I would have been able to cook less at home because more kitchen things were plastic. I don't know. Cleaning was honestly kind of fine. Clothes were fine, aside from the shoes. And I think the biggest thing that I took away from it was hard to get started. Like, the first week was hard, but after that, it was just kind of normal. It just kind of became status quo, and I didn't miss it as much as I thought I would. Like, there were some things that it was, wow, that sucks, but most things I didn't even realize I was missing. I think the major takeaway is to just be aware of how much plastic you use, especially single-use plastic. I was not aware of just how much plastic is in my daily life. I thought I was pretty good. I thought I was pretty environmentally conscious. Turns out I wasn't. It's a lot more extensive than I thought it would be.